What a privilege it is to have an opportunity to evaluate Shawn's speech after he's given it to almost 400 separate Toastmasters clubs, gotten feedback from them, worked it into his speech, and now he presents to us a polished diamond and says, hey, so what do you think of it? Well, it's a polished diamond, so there you go. Clearly, Shawn has worked at this speech. This is not a speech he put together last night and just said, hey, let's go for it, okay? So it's a polished speech. What was interesting about his speech and something that struck me was I saw true emotion coming out during the speech. Here in Toastmasters, people get up and they work on the mechanics of speech and stuff like that, and so they give a speech, but you don't necessarily always see themselves putting themselves into the speech. It's a very personal speech that he's sharing with us, and I could see him putting himself in the speech, so I think he's done a very, very good job on that, right? So that's good, but that's not what he wants from my evaluation. So let's talk about this. The gist of, so what is the speech about? The speech is about letters. Now the trick with that is God's honest truth. When you started off, I was thinking A-E-I-O-U. Okay? I wasn't thinking postal letters until you got farther into it. Once I get it at that point in time. Messages home, or you know what I mean? Just God's honest truth. I was thinking alphabetic letters. Letters. What is it? Letters we never say. Share. But I hear say. I don't say why a lot. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, oh, it's about why. That's cool. Is it sponsored by like a number 2? Could that be something? Yeah. Okay. Another thing, and once again, I've just seen the speech once, and I was just taking it all in, so it's a little tricky for me to come back on this one. I don't think there's a lot of pauses in the speech, and I suspect timing is critical in this. Okay, I'm not wrong with that whatsoever. But you didn't really give me a chance to absorb your speech at any point in time. You're hitting me with constant things that are happening, and they're good, and they all tie together and that stuff like that. But you gave me no time to take it in. So I don't know if there's room for it, but ability to work some more pauses into it. Because you're hitting me with heavy stuff, combat, and troops, and explosions, and your time with your mom. And this is not candy. This is heavy stuff. And if you're going to hit me with that, you've got to give me a chance to absorb it before we go on to the next thing. When you got off the truck, my God, something happened. It wasn't quite clear to me what happened, like an explosion or something like that. And you were throwing, but you didn't give me enough description of that scene. So you were going to get off the truck or you weren't going to get off the truck. There was a zillion Marines behind you who wanted to get over you. It got a little confusing. You're explaining, well, I didn't know if I should get off the truck or shouldn't get off the truck, but they were going to trample me, I think is what you're trying to say. It didn't come across clear to me. They were going to trample me, so I turned around and got my butt basically out of their way. Okay? And then it sounds like when you stepped down, an enemy shell landed at exactly the same moment. Okay. All right, so that's got to be a bad thing. I don't know anything about that. And then you were physically throwing. Okay, now you said, well, I was safe. Nothing on me. There has to be some damage to you. You had to have burned something, you had to have lost some hair, you had to have been scraped. I don't care if it's from rocks. Something has to be wrong with you. If you tell me, well, I was magically not touched, that's why Iron Man goes into combat. Like, no, don't know. Something has to be wrong with you. Thank God it's nothing fatal. You've got limbs, you've got hearing, you've got mental capacity. That's great. But you cannot get out of that unscathed. Otherwise, it's like, well, then what's the big deal? Right? Wow, that was so a big noise. Bang. Okay. But you have to make it real. It's like, oh my God, my canteen was punctured, or whatever the hell it was, right? Something like that. Then the most amazing, Dorothy, then you took your shoes, beautiful red combat boots, and you tapped them together twice?
3 times.
3 times, and poof! You were back with your mom. That's amazing. There had to be a time lag in there. 7 months, 2 months, 1 month. Next day, gosh, journalist guy, you fell off a truck. We're sending you home, son. That's enough for no. There has to be something. There has to be a lag in there. There has to be like oh wow, I've had this realization that I really should share this with my mom, and it's sort of boiling up in me, sort of burning me down. This is something I really want to do, and some time passes, and I arrive at the airport, and my mom's there, or I walk up the pathway to the house, and mom opens the door, and I say, Mom, there's something for like the last 12, 18, 6, 1 month. I've been really wanting to. Oh, good, honey. Let's sit down. What? You're pregnant? Oh, that's what? That's what? No. It's this letter, Mom, that I wrote for you. Well, why didn't you just send it? Damn it. Well, it said that was the kid you're going to peel it off my corpse. Oh, that's gross. Why are we talking about that? Oh my God, you're dead. This makes sense. Oh, this sucks. Bad. Whatever. But you just magically you were transplanted from a bad scene to sitting with your mom. You know, once again, congratulations. You've worked humor into a pretty intense speech. Right? I think there's like at least 3 cases of humor in there. Congratulations, that's very good. Pause. After you give us something that we're going to laugh about, pause, because we're going to feel really guilty about it. Oh, good. It's the war speech, and I'm laughing. Oh, that's intense. Oh, wait, everybody else is. Okay, so it's okay. Okay? So just give us a chance to laugh there, and then we'll be good to go. Very good speech. Congratulations on having the courage to have a second speech in your pocket for an international speech. You know, one gets you there. Hopefully one gets you to whatever round you get to. And then you're going to whip out a second speech? Oh, my God. Congratulations. I think it's a great speech. I would give you very high marks.